All right. Albany. Conference tournament. Mr. Webster, good to see you. I hope you've been well. All right, boys. This is the time. This is the time. You can do it. I believe in you. Let's beat Albany. We're at home as well. Come on now. Come on now. What a horrible start. We have no defense whatsoever. Oh my God. Well, we'll see you in Season 3, everybody. Albany wins 82-72. And that is our season done and dusted. Fuck's sake. Like any offensive ability we had just disappeared. That it just really disappeared as it went on.
Welcome to the NCAA tournament.
We go to the old selection show.
Alongside Bill Raftery, I'm Gus Johnson. As the selections are coming in, Bill, which schools are still on the bubble?
All of these schools are on the bubble, Gus. They each had great.
Come on, you got to put Creighton in there at 24-7. The Creighton. UCF at 24-8, by the way.
Here are this year's top seeds.
The top seeds: Kansas, Villanova, Kentucky, and the UConn Huskies.
Interesting to see which, if any, will be in the NCAA final.
And all 4 #1 seeds made it to the Final Four last year.
Teams get automatic bids. The committee only
So there we go, the West. UNH made it.
However,
They will play #1 Kansas, but New Hampshire's going dancing.
that's where the challenge is, Gus.
That could have been us getting our shit kicked in by Kansas. Damn. Got Louisville up there, Texas. Oh, man. Virginia is the 2 seed there. Fucking New Hampshire, man. Fucking New Hampshire. It should have been me. Villanova taking on IPFW. Minnesota against UNCA. Georgia Tech, Clemson in there. Purdue is the 2 seed in the Midwest region.
Let's now turn to the second half of the
In the East, again, Kentucky's up there. Got Arizona, UNC, West Virginia. Duke is the 2 seed. Taking on Subaru. Ridiculous. Dust off Madden 08 franchise. Oh, yeah. No, they took a lot of steps back from that era. UConn. We don't know who they're taking on. BU's got to be Baylor. USC and UCF. So UCF did make the tournament. Thank God. All right. So 8 bids from the ACC this season. Creighton, Memphis, Indiana, VCU, and Missouri State didn't make it, huh?
There are a couple of teams that are missing in action. I think that some of these schools
Villanova
should have received an NCAA bid.
listed as the team to beat.
Are playing. You've got some sleepers.
All right, Villanova listed as the team to beat. So, to the tournament we go, in which we are very much not taking part. Also, the NIT, I mean, we'll kind of see who it eventually goes down to, right? Obviously, again, we're not taking part there either. So, let's go through the opening little round here. As Kansas beat UNH 103-70. Jesus. Louisville advances. We have 1 upset. Oregon State over California. That is the only upset there, at least in the West region. Oregon State, the 11 seed, over 6 seed Cal. In the Midwest, Nova advances. There was 1 technical upset. I mean, it was 7-10. But Florida knocks off Clemson. So Florida moving on. In the East, no upsets. The higher seed moved forward in every single matchup. And in the South, couple of upsets. Or at least 1 upset so far. I mistook what happened there with MSU. But Northern Illinois over Oklahoma. They kicked the shit out of them. So the NIU Huskies moving on. Let's go ahead. Simulate that game. And Georgetown ends up getting the win. So in the second round, there's a Butler in Kansas. Never mind, it's not. It's Butler in Louisville. Kansas and Louisville. I'm losing my mind. I'm not going to check the NIT until the end because it doesn't matter. All right, let's see what happens here. Kansas, every single top seed advanced. Damn, at least in the West region, the top 4 seeds are all through. In the Midwest, we have an upset. Finally, number 2, Purdue. They fall to Florida. Florida going on a run. Purdue loses by 3 to the Gators. In the East, we have another upset. 7 seed North Carolina State beats Duke by 2. So we're getting some upsets. That was played in Providence, Rhode Island at the Dunkin' Donuts Center. Not bad. We got some upsets. And in the South, UConn has lost. Butler knocks off number 1 UConn. We're getting some upsets this season. Butler over UConn. The Huskies fall. God damn. Georgetown beats NIU. So we are on to the Sweet 16. And it's not all top 4 options here. Yeah, right now, again, the NIT, it's just, we'll see who makes the final. Let's see. Sweet 16, let's simulate this. Kansas moving on. After beating the Maryland Terps in very, very convincing fashion. And then the battle here, it is the University of Virginia moving on over Texas Tech. So the battle of 1 and 2 in the West. Let's see what happens in the Midwest. And it is the top 2 seeds. Minnesota's out, and Florida's run comes to an end at the hands of Georgetown. So Villanova and Georgetown there in the Midwest. In the East, the 2 higher seeds make it as well. Kentucky and Oklahoma State. Ohio State, actually. I thought it was Oklahoma State that was that far up, but it is Ohio State. That moves on over North Carolina State, that is. And in the South, Washington over Butler. So the 4 seeds in. Thanks to that UConn loss, Washington ends up beating Butler. And you had Michigan State ending Georgetown's season. So the Elite 8 in the West, it is the battle of 1 and 2. Kansas and Virginia. And Kansas moving on to the Final 4. Convincing win there over Virginia. In the Midwest, who's going to win it? Villanova. Convincing win over Georgia Tech. I thought it was Georgetown. Jeez, that was Georgia Tech at that point? I thought that was Georgetown. I guess they were in a different one. Shout out to Georgia Tech, though. In the East, Kentucky, the defending champions, knock off Ohio State. They're moving back to the Final 4. And Michigan State over Washington. So the Final 4, Kansas and Michigan State, Kentucky and Villanova. Michigan State, the only non-1 seed to make the Final 4. What are the plans for the night? I don't know, man. I never have a plan. In the NIT, by the way, you got BYU and Old Dominion. In draw 1, draw 2 is Nebraska and USC. That is the Final 4 there. So let's see what happens. Who's going to the national championship game? It is Kansas and Villanova. Kansas wins a pretty close one against Michigan State. And Villanova knocks off Kentucky by 4. There will be a new national champion this year. It'll be either Villanova or Kansas. Coach, thank you for the follow. So Villanova, Kansas, as Nebraska beats Old Dominion to win the NIT. NEF1 currently. I want to play it, man, but the game's a mess, unfortunately. That's the big issue. I had no plans of playing this game at all, and then F1 was as big of a mess as it is. It kind of forced my hand. So let's see who it's going to be. Will it be Villanova? Or will it be Kansas? And the answer is Villanova. In ridiculous fashion, 51 points in each half. Villanova wins the national title. Didn't see that coming. But Villanova gets it done. Damn. They knocked off. Don't show Albany and Maine. What are you doing? It's not even what I clicked on. It brings me the wrong result, and I don't know why. But they knocked off IPFW, Wake Forest, Minnesota, Georgia Tech to get to that stage. And they beat Kentucky and Kansas to win it. Villanova, your national champions. 38-0 record to end the season. We can only dream of that, can't we? We can only dream. Oh, let's be honest. Thank you for the follow. I'm going to go with BJ. Why not? Let's be honest. In terms of our final stats for the season, fuck it. Because this team embarrassed themselves. We will continue the simulation and head to the start of the off-season. So we get Steven Estes as our only guy so far, but a 3-star guard. Well, we will officially sign Steven. Welcome aboard. We'll definitely take that deal. We'll see who moves on following that. So players leaving. Brother Venny, 79 rated. He graduates, as does Phil Brooks. Armada is looking to transfer as the great Smuta also ends up graduating. Yeah, Bauer, it's called Draft or Glory Goon Squad. So Armada, the junior, I do have enough points to try to convince him to stay, and I will. I don't remember if I'm going to need these points for the very end, so we're just going to use all 18. And we'll see if Armada is willing to stay. I don't think it was looking too great. The whole having to talk to my advisors thing. Looks like he's still leaving. So it looks like we are going to lose an extra center. Apparently we had a good recruiting class. I mean, we brought in one 3-star dude. So yeah, looks like we're losing Armada, which means massive changeover with the big men heading into the next season. Which kind of sucks. Old McDonald's game, don't care about that. What I care about is our off-season recruiting. We get 160 points. And we will see what we can do here. Didn't want the database. Position breakdown. We do need a power forward now. And we do desperately need a power forward at this stage to kind of round it out. At the very least, a power forward. Others would be nice, but no guarantee. Anybody with a high amount of interest? Chris English, Jamal Crawford, Devin Williams. So obviously Chris English is our immediate target. We'll send him an official letter of interest to kind of have him be the guy. Then we could argue that Williams and Crawford are the right two to go after. In terms of high interest, still only 2-star options. Quite a few people out of Maine and just the New England area in general. Medium interest is a 3-star Axel Chatfield. Okay. Well, we'll definitely talk to Axel a little bit. And then honestly, Devin Williams and Jamal Crawford as well. I think those have to be our 4 biggest targets. Yeah, easily. Those are the guys. It'd be kind of silly to set our sights higher than that because it's just not going to happen. So those are the primary set of dudes that we're going to be looking at here, especially Chatfield if we could swoop in for him. We do have to wait a week, though, for that initial bit of info. Rocking some internet research. Honestly, we got the points to send him a little care package as well. Williams, some internet research. You will also get a nice little care package. Since we're only going after 4 dudes, we can kind of maximize what we do here and use a good amount of points. So again, those are the 4 targets, and we got a sim a week. Let's see what happens. So high interest for the 3 2-stars, medium interest for the 3-star still in Chatfield. I mean, he's considering going to Rice, for God's sakes. I don't think stat-wise it's going to matter too much. We can officially offer the scholarship. And then we can get a bit of a visit in there as well. So Devin Williams. Definitely going to try to pitch these guys a little bit. Chatfield is the one that we're really going to push for. So we're going to go for that 32-point head coach visit. Where was he from? Orangeburg, South Carolina. We'll sell him on playing time because Lord knows he'd be the starter. So 71 points left. Since these guys are already on super high interest, let's go with the phone calls. Williams as well. Try to sell him on coach strategy. English out of Louisiana. Power forward, we'll try to sell him on playing time. And then Crawford at point guard. Same thing, we'll save up some points. He was from West Virginia. We'll sell him on playing time as well. So 38 points left. Think we're looking okay. Devin Williams goes to Texas Tech. English goes to Rice. Fuck. I needed that power forward badly and he just bailed. He wasted no time. He bailed fast. Fuck. Okay. Chatfield, let's just make it official. I really didn't think that guy would bail that fast. Jamal Crawford. Let's offer you the scholarship, I'm sure. You'll accept that pretty fast. And now we need a power forward. Now we desperately need a power forward. Alright. Anybody with high interest? What about other high interest? So we got a bunch of 1-star dudes. But that's pretty much the best we're going to get. Because even medium interest, there wasn't a 2-star, right? Yeah. So we're going to have to settle for someone who's likely not all that great. Connecticut, Woonsocket, Rhode Island, Chicopee, Mass. We'll go for Leon Coffey, who is interested out of the gates. Got to send that letter of interest. Send that care package there as well. Leon's going to have to be our guy. If we could still get that 3-star guy, it won't be that bad. Off-season recruiting. So we still got a chance for Chatfield. Fortunately, I can't remove dudes once they leave, so... Still nothing yet. Just trying to keep an eye on him. Still alive for these 3. Honestly, I mean, Chatfield can conduct a phone interview. Let's do that. He's worth the points. Really trying to make a push there. Crawford's still super interested. But I don't want to waste points on him yet because I want that 3-star. Hopefully we don't have to settle for a walk-on. So we do get Jamal Crawford, the 2-star point guard. Chatfield's up to high interest. We might be able to pull that off. All right, Coffee, buddy. Here's the scholarship offer. Just fucking take it. You know you want to. We got 18 points left to try to get Axel Chatfield. We are going to officially offer him the scholarship. And we can have a head coach phone call. He said he wasn't concerned about playing time, right? Yeah. I don't know if location would really work. Let's talk about coach strategy. Let's try to sell this guy. We technically have 3 scholarships left, but we're really only going after 2 dudes at this point. And Coffee and Chatfield are the targets. I actually don't know if there's anybody else. Interested prospects. You know, we could technically... Actually, it might be too late, but... Power forward, high interest. Woodstock, Hampton, 269. Let's talk to Dylan Blunt as well, if I can. And it's not too late, as we'll use up our last 2 points. Might be too late to try to pull off that move. It is, too. No, actually, we got just enough time. Just enough time. Uh-oh. All right. Chatfield's interest has gone down. We did get Leon Coffey at power forward. So for Mr. Blunt, we're going to go ahead. I actually can't offer him a scholarship yet. Chatfield, there's nothing else I can do, buddy. There's nothing else I could do. Just got to hope you sign here. I'm out of points. All we can do now is pray. We're looking for Chatfield, and we're looking for Dylan Blunt to sign up too. Still haven't heard back yet. Still haven't heard back. These 2 are going to leave it right down to the wire. Well, let's see what happened then. Not sure what happened. You know, we have Steven Estes, so I guess we're still kind of waiting. Waiting to hear word at this stage. So the roster. We did get Leon Coffey and Jamal Crawford. We did not get that last 3-star dude, though. Damn. Well, that kind of sucks. It's not the worst case scenario. Like, we're not completely boned or anything like that, but I don't know if we've necessarily had the recruiting class that we were looking for. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't a home run. So we got 2 centers, Gunther Steiner, Fishy Python, 2 power forwards. Biz Nasty is going to be our starting power forward, and then yeah, Leon Coffey is trash, but he'll suffice. He will suffice. So let's see, move you below the small forwards. Starting small forward looks like it'll still be Slammin' Jimmy ahead of Raptor Jesus and Beefington Stromboli. A little bit rough. Shooting guard will still be Bend Over. And then point guard, we got quite a few now. Texas Tech is still looking like our best option. There we go. That's kind of what we're dealing with. It is still not an amazing team. Every starter is at least a 70, though. So we do have that going for us. Certainly no one to redshirt or nobody to cut. We don't really have the roster depth to pull that off right now. So we won't. I have no idea what the hell I just hit. Yes, continue sim. That's fine. And we will move ahead to starting the new year. So the ESPNU season preview. Well, recruitment class. Recruits doesn't look that good. Starters are a B. Coach is a C- at this stage. So it's not too bad. What was good about that? We had to literally sign people to avoid walk-ons who would have been even worse. So it actually wasn't that bad. But all right, we're kind of in the mix. BU and New Hampshire are the top teams. Freshman Derek Anthony didn't rank high on my scouts list, so we ended up with some dude named Derek Anthony. The team preview. We got 104 points on the budgets. We'll have 4 scholarships to work with. Okay. The roster is it indeed already set? Okay, so yeah, we did end up with walk-ons Derek Anthony and Ferdinand Simone. Could maybe even say Simon, but yeah, needless to say, those two won't be doing much. Simon was a JUCO too, a junior transfer, or maybe just not a JUCO. I mean, not junior college, but outright a junior transfer. So Crawford in the mix. Coffee has to be in the mix. Okay. It's not great, but it's not brutal. Customize the schedule. Yes, please. Let's remove a shitload of games. Until we get to non-conference. Let's see, we got 8 games to add. Allow me to add for teams that aren't highly rated as fuck. We're not taking on a single Atlantic 10 team. They're all too good. The ACC will obviously be way too good. The Atlantic Sun. There we go. Give me Mercer. A nice D-. They accept the invitation. Thank you, Mercer. Who else can we add? From the Big Ten. Anybody. Anybody who's not going to kick our ass. What about the Big 12? The Big East. Just a bunch of ass kickers. The Big Sky. The Idaho State Bengals. We'll add them to the list. Let's take Temple out for the moment. Anybody else? We already looked in the Big East, didn't we? Yeah, it was all ass kickers. The Big Sky. We already added the Bengals. Northern Arizona Lumberjacks, the C+. Let's add them. Oh, they think they'd crush me. Okay. What about Portland State? They don't want to get their asses kicked. Sacramento State? Sacramento State says yes. Interesting who is willing to say yes and who isn't. Weber State's going to be too good. What about CSU? Team's getting better every year, but we need to play schools that are going to challenge us. Fuck you. The Gardner-Webb Running Bulldogs. They say yes. Take Bowling Green out. Let's see. How about Radford? Radford says yes. We'll leave Tulane. I don't care how good they are. We're going to leave Tulane. And then we get into our conference games. So we got 7 more games to add. I don't really care about strength of schedule. These boys just need to win some goddamn games to get some confidence. Let's see. We could also add VMI. They say yes, which is good. They've wanted to play us for a long time. That's kind of scary. Let's see, the Big West. Cal State Northridge. No, we're too good. What about UC Irvine? The Irvine, they say yes. Also, from the Big West, UC Riverside. They also say yes. Beautiful. Add another game. We'll skip ahead. We don't have to go all from the Big West. From Colonial. How about Towson? Towson? They say yes. Cool. I can remove one of the University of California schools if we have to. That way we can get more divisions involved. More conferences involved. Colonial, we were good. So Conference USA. Nobody. Tulane's gonna fucking murder me. But we'll leave them in. Because, you know what? No, fuck you, Tulane. They're gonna murder me. I get it. We use Tulane in NCAA football. I don't feel like getting my ass kicked. The Horizon League. Either the Youngstown State Penguins, the Illinois Chicago Flames. What does that give you if you play scrub schools? Wins. Confidence. Or we can play the Green Bay Phoenix. Let's play Youngstown State. They say 6 games in 6 days. Yeah, it's pretty goddamn busy. I don't know if I can shuffle around the schedule at all. I guess technically I was scheduling everything in November, huh? At the same time, I don't think it matters because there's not really endurance, is there? Not that I've noticed. Ivy League. Let's see if we can take on Dartmouth. They say yes. We got 2 more games to add. What about the MAC? Either Manhattan or the Canisius Golden Griffins. Let's go for Manhattan. They say yes. So 1 more game to add. Well, fucking hell, didn't that schedule end up being a bit ridiculous, huh? Just a smidge. Just a smidge. And then from the MAC, can I add Central Michigan? Yes, I can. So, yeah, we only have a 1-star strength of schedule, but it's all teams that we should be able to beat. Hopefully, at least until we get to the conference games. I mean, yeah, it's a shitload of games in a row, but what are you going to do? It shouldn't matter that much. Preseason training. Oh, God. What are we going to do here? Honestly, this team needs to learn how to shoot the damn ball. We need some offense, damn it. We need to prioritize some offense. We'll go 40, 20, 20 across the board. Player focus. We do need to get those reserves kind of up and running. So, and then recruiting to start off this next season. Let's search for recruits. Let's see who has high interest, if anybody. 2-star Jason Weaver out of Lakeshore, Maryland. See, he doesn't look that bad. We'll target him. Why not? Why not? And then let me set the training for the backcourt. Are you positive? No, it's set for all three. It's good. Appreciate you looking out for me. Alright, high interest. Oof, got some 1-star dudes. Not great. There is Donovan Hutchins. I mean, high interest is great, but I need better than 1 star. I need better than 1 star. There was 2-star Jason Weaver. Oof. Like I said, like we can scout out these guys to hope they're a little bit better, but that's a pretty big risk. Positional breakdown, we're not necessarily going to need anything. We have 4 scholarships. It literally is just get the best of the best that we can get. 2-star Paul Parker, he's all offense. 2-star Alex Mitchell out of Tennessee. Derek Crawford, BP ratings, but he's only 1 star apparently. I don't know if I believe that. Amherst, Mass. 2-star Tyson Simmons. I don't know how much I trust the stars. I don't know how much I trust those star ratings. It's either the star ratings are wrong or these are horrifically wrong. It's one or the other. Again, 2-star Jason Weaver. Defensively, is there anybody who is half decent? The answer is pretty much no. So yeah, we got a bit of a tough call to make. And then for the low interest, there's one dude, 3-star Brendan Gallery out of Farmington Hills, Michigan, who looks like our top target. The fact he actually has any interest whatsoever is pretty damn good. So let's focus on our potential pipeline states next. Manfred Kaufman out of Bristol, Connecticut. Ronaldo Byers, again, only 1 star, A- offense though, so which one's wrong? Or are they both wrong? That's the problem. Rocco Marie. 2-star option. Let's go Justin Dickerson out of Stanford. 3-star Jason Durham. 3-star Peter David. Joe Bell, BB, but 1 star. Which one's right? What do you... I mean, again, I know you essentially it's the idea of scout it out. 3-star Bill Fisher with an amazing afro. 2-star Ben Moss. Obviously, I know we're kind of running out of prospects that we can tag here. We'll figure that out in a minute. We will optimize. Got Barber and Brock. Right now, Ben Butts. Ben Butts. Right now, we're pretty much going off of the star rating more than anything. Pretty much how we're going to handle things. So, that is Connecticut. Let's go to our list. Whoops. So yeah, that 1-star center Morgan Hicks. Very low interest. Oh shit, that was search results. Short list. So we do have a bunch of dudes that are 2-star. And from here we can kind of optimize who we think might be the best. And really, I mean, it's kind of Dickerson and Tyson Simmons. Whoops, wrong one. Search for recruits. Let's go with Maine next. Do we have anybody that's half decent? Marcus Perkins out of Portland. Brian Clinton out of Orono, real hometown guy. Mike Parks out of Sanford. Ray Clausen out of Belfast. Theo Terrell. Topsham. It's pronounced Topsham, but if you type it into a GPS, you say Topsham. And defensively, 2-star Jared Harrison. Okay. So with that, and with Maine added in, back over to the database, I now understand I don't have to do that. Short list wise for the centers, I mean, no doubt Mike Parks is our top option if it's not Perk. So, yeah, we are going to rule out Holloway, Simmons, and Simmons. Just to optimize that. At power forward, there is one 3-star. Paul Parker, B+ and an F versus a C+ and a C for Barber. That's a tough one. Small forward, a couple of 3-stars. Those would all be great additions. Shooting guard, obviously a shitload of options. But knowing that we got some pretty damn good ones, Jason Weaver, Brian Wade, and Jared Harrison can be moved out. Even though Weaver has pretty good interest, I just think there's better options. I mean, low interest, but worth fighting for. And one point guard in Kaufman that we could hope is a little bit better. What do we got out of Massachusetts here? So it's center Justin Jarrett, 3 stars. 2 stars Mike Bailey, speedball. Bane Riddle, what a name. Power forward, not looking good. Constant Petty. Hell of a name. Constant Petty. Small forwards, Robert McFarland, Derek Crawford's there again. BB, but 1 star. Like, what do you trust? Is he actually that good? I mean, he might be. And then shooting guard, you got Fred Bailey, Derek Whitehead. It's not that bad. 4-star Kareem Hopper, 2-star Derek Singleton. Let's go reevaluate our list again. So it's center on our short list. Couple of 3 stars we can really push for, then the couple of 2 stars. Could argue if Bailey is better than Perk, but Perk is 3 stars, so that saves him. Dickerson's got that B+. Power forward wise, also tough. It's kind of getting tough to rule anybody out right now. But we also know that we don't need anybody specifically. So honestly, we could start to be ruling out the 2-star guys and really aim our sights high. And I think that's what we're doing. I think that's shockingly what we're going to look to do. You're a 2-star prospect. We are going to rule you out and really set our sights high on the best of the best. Don't know if we'll be able to pull this off, but this is a decent year to try. Out of New Hampshire, nobody all that good out of New Hampshire. What about out of New York? I mean, yeah, obviously you'd expect New York to be a bit different. You got Ben Lane, Keith Ortiz, Daryl Bragg, Bobby Berry, Doran Borders, Bartholomew Doubleday. Outright Key and Peele name. Richard Manley, Dick Manley, solid. Solid. Mike Ferguson. Alan Cromartie, that stays, right? LeVar Coker. Shooting guard, James Jeffrey, Ty Duncan, Jason Hall, Baha Godfrey. What the fuck? Fucking shout out to Dick Skin for the follow, by the way. Shout out to Baha. Fucking what are these names? All right, so these are all 3-star dudes or better. Again, the odds we're able to get any of these guys, yeah, it is low, but fuck it, man. We gotta try. We gotta try. All right, so point guard, there's only 2 dudes. Here, I think we'll rule out Duncan. We'll also rule out Hall. Probably Brock as well. Good defender, but nothing too crazy. And at forward, anybody with a C? That's a tough call. Center, we can rule out Bobby Berry to open up a few more spots. Let's go back to New York. So there was Ty Duncan, Jason Hall, Baja Godfrey, the 4-star option. And then point guard, 4 stars, Eric Gant, Adrian Rennick, Dick Parks. Again, we probably are going to end up setting our sights a little bit too high, but what the hell can we do? You know, like, honestly, like, Reese Sandoval might be the right guy to go for. He's 2-star, but might have good grades, but then there's also Anthony Davis. So it really is tough right now just to say who exactly we should go for. You know, it's like, do we focus just so heavily on like 1 or 2 dudes? Like, is it worth going after these 4 stars? Probably not. But we could always swoop in last minute to go for somebody else. Fucking Baja Godfrey's too good of a name to not go for him. Alright, Manley is a 3-star. Those ratings are just too trash. And we got 1 spot left, to be honest. Well, New York is still listed as a pipeline state. Massachusetts isn't at this stage, which is very, very surprising. So out of Rhode Island, we got 1 3-star in Anthony Davis. There's another in John McCarthy, who we definitely want there. Grant Wiggins is the bit of a toss-up. And outside of Rhode Island, take a look at Vermont. Mackenzie Lumpkin. The names in this game are incredible. James Sampson. Not that bad of a shooting guard, but it's worth having that spot for. And then Canada. Nobody elite. There is Jared Braxton of White Rock. Couple of dudes out of Canada, but nothing too crazy. So we're definitely setting our sights way too damn high. I am aware of this. But at the same time, why not set our sights high? You know? Why not? What do we got to lose? So those will be the initial 25 targets. We're heading to Season 3. And hopefully, we start seeing that bit of an extra step forward. Maybe? Please?